What does JPL do?
It's the most unique place to work on Earth.
Our charter is to do things no one has done before.
We do what no one else even dares to dream about.
Imagination and innovation are crucial in being able to do the kind of work that we do.
Innovation comes from people, but it also, I think, comes from structure and from the environment. If you can provide people with the appropriate tools, the appropriate workspace, the appropriate environments, you're also going to get a higher innovation output.
One of the things that makes the JPL environment so special to work in is that even when you first walk on lab, it feels like a campus.
And you walk around, you hear people talking about their work.
What would be the best way to get a subsurface vehicle beneath the ice of Europa? And you're thinking, those people aren't just talking about it because they saw it on a movie somewhere. It's because they're really trying to figure out how to do it.
JPL is an incredibly diverse place.
There's thousands of people here with big brains.
Planetary science, answering these big questions, you need chemists, physicists, astrophysicists, biologists, and then you need everyone on the engineering side to actually build the things that you need to answer the questions.
People know so much about so many different things that if I'm looking for an expert in a particular field, engineering or science related, I could probably find them at JPL. I don't have to pick up the phone, I just have to walk down the hallway.
Science is all about asking questions, and engineering is all about finding solutions. And so it makes sense to marry these two things together and try and answer the biggest, toughest, most difficult questions we can come up with.
What does JPL do? JPL builds the tools for exploring space.
The boldness of my colleagues is inspirational. The scope of the questions that they want to answer and the courage with which they go about tackling these big questions.
The passion of the people, the drive, the enthusiasm, and just the intelligence, the intellect that people throw every day at every problem that comes across.
Given a very challenging problem, please do this thing that's never been done before, that we don't know what to expect, that there's a huge uncertainty involved with. Most people would be terrified by that problem. I think those are the problems that we salivate over.
We shouldn't do something because it's safe and easy. We shouldn't do the thing that everybody knows how to do. We should push the boundary, and even if that means we might fail, we might succeed too.
I've never met anybody here that says, well, it's too hard. We all sit down and we just start crunching the numbers and figuring out how to get it done.
It's a journey. It's not necessarily an end destination. It's the whole way in which you're getting there.
It's a very liberating kind of environment to be in because you don't have to be so afraid of mistakes.
To recognize that we're doing science inside the solar system, outside the solar system, science focused back on Earth.
Our missions have a goal of helping humans understand more about the universe, and I think that's pretty amazing.
JPL has enormous respect for a good idea, and if you have a good idea, this is the place to bring it to fruition.
JPL is a special place because it allows people to have careers that are only limited by their imagination.
Well, there certainly is this drive, I think, from the human race to go explore, and not everybody's involved directly with that effort. As the years go by when you're at JPL, it becomes very clear that it truly is a privilege to be here.
This lab is leaving a legacy for not just the country, but for the world. And someday, if we ever do find that exoplanet that has life on it or encounter some other solar system outside of ours, this is a place that's going to do that.